Hey there, thanks so much for checking out Prehook. I'm super excited for you. My name is Gen Furukawa. I'm a co-founder at Prehook, and I want to introduce you a little bit to the app. So, first things first, why does Prehook matter? Well, one, you can capture more leads to accelerate your list growth. This applies to both email and SMS. Two, you can improve your conversion rate. You can recommend the right product based on what your customers are looking for. And three, and perhaps most excitingly and importantly, you learn more about your customers. So you capture the customer data, zero-party data that allows you to personalize your email, your SMS, your paid ads. Everything around your marketing campaigns can be improved based on the data that you're gathering in the quiz. So I want to show you some of the good things and cool things about the quiz so we can get you started on the right foot. That's your dashboard. To start, we can choose a template. So a template is basically some pre-made quizzes based on the types of niche that might work for you. So we have a wide variety from clothing, candle, beauty, and anything you name it, we have here. So you might want to choose your template just so you have something to start with, or of course you can start with a blank template and then create everything from scratch. So just for fun, we can start with a clothing template and then we click next. The design element is how you customize the look and the feel of the quiz. So that has everything to do with the backgrounds, the fonts, the colors, the text. So we have preset themes, and then also again you can customize here. So just for fun here, we can choose this. If you want, you can always go through and edit, and here is where you might change what font you're using or what the font color is for the questions, the answers, the buttons, the text, and the background image. So that's the image that would be behind everything for the whole quiz. So as you can see, we'll go to section 3, which is the builder. Now there are a few key features that I want to introduce you to that make Prehook really cool and special. So the first is product recommendations, and that's why a lot of merchants will find benefit from the quiz. This means that at the end of the quiz, you are recommending a product based on what your shoppers are looking for, and that's really replicates the benefit of having an in-person sales associate. So every quiz needs to have an ending. So you can have a product recommendation, or you can have a thank you. A recommendation obviously is you recommend products from your catalog that make the most sense to the shopper. A thank you page is just going to be a static thank you. So that's a thank you for taking the quiz, and then you have one link that you can take them to. So this might be your best sellers or a specific type of collection. Another feature that I want to show you is conditional logic. So conditional logic is really special because it makes the quiz more interactive and allows you to take them to different questions based on what their responses are. So for example, you can say, are you a male or female? If they answer male, then take them to questions about male. If they are female, then take them to questions about females. So you can do this for any number of questions, and this makes it a lot more interactive and personalized. The third feature that I want to share with you is called recall. So recall basically takes quiz responses and allows you to reuse those quiz responses in future questions. So for example, if you want to say, what can we call you? And you answer, my name is Gen. Then here you can say, cool. And then you just, with the simple @ symbol, you pull it up and then you can choose a question there. So what can we call you? Whatever they answer will be automatically, dynamically added here. So it will be, cool, Gen, are you shopping for a man or woman? So those are three things: a product recommendation, conditional logic, and recall that are very special to Prehook that allow you to personalize the quiz taking experience. Okay, now once we build out the quiz, I'll share links to the documentation so you can get more detail in each of those. We can drill down into them. But I want to show you at a high level the quiz. So After you build out your questions, then you want to use your integration. So right now, as of creating this video, we have 3 integrations. That's with Klaviyo, Omnisend, and PostScript. So these are all communications tools, email and SMS, to help you take the data. So this would be custom properties that come through to each of those, and insert them. So the messages that you send are far more personalized because you know, for example, that they are a male that's looking for white t-shirts, for example, and then therefore you can create segments and campaigns around men looking for white t-shirts. So each of the integrations requires a little bit of a specific setup, and I can again drop the links in there, but it is relatively simple. For each of those, you're basically going to be pulling an API key from the app, pasting it in here, and then all of a sudden it will be integrated. So everything you get from the Prehook quiz will automatically be sent to these apps. And then the last step is the installation. So there are 4 ways that you can install a Prehook quiz on your app. The first is with a link. So this will be a link on your header navigation or your footer navigation. So they click the link and then automatically the quiz will pop up. You can include it as a button or an inline, which is embedded in your page, or an automatic, which basically is a timed pop-up. Now, however you choose to install it, you'll just want to copy the code and then paste it appropriately wherever you want the quiz to appear. So we have instructions and a video on how you can install the quiz onto your site. And a quick note here, the only code that Prehook will add to your site is this code that you're pasting. So if you choose to uninstall and you don't want any Prehook code on your site anymore, you don't need to worry that there's hidden code anywhere else. It's just going to be the snippet of code that you paste here. So the most important thing, of course, is to publish. So after you copy the code, your publish button will appear and you can publish a quiz. I always recommend that you want to go through and test the quiz to make sure that any logic that you set up works, so that the quiz flow and the questions that you're showing make sense. And to do that, you can just click the preview. So there's a preview button here. You can preview the quiz, and then therefore you can just kind of go through and play. Okay, so let's test this recall, for example. I said, my name is Gen, and so it's cool. Gen, are you shopping for a man? And then we can go through. This was another logic here that I added. So men would see men here. And then if I answer that I am a woman, I see women here. So that's your conditional logic. So anyway, after you do that, you just want to update, and then you can get to the fun part, which is getting the quiz in front of customers, capturing that customer data, and then using it to create better campaigns. So anyway, if you have any questions, you can email support@prehook.com. We'll get back to you right away to make sure that you are getting the most out of your quiz. And if you have if you have any other questions as well, we have very thorough documentation on our help center, as well as a lot of resources and ideas on how some of the fastest growing DTC brands are using quizzes at the centerpiece of their marketing strategy to create better customer experiences, more personalized marketing, and improve their conversion rate with product recommendations. So anyway, with that said, thanks so much for installing and checking out Prehook. I can't wait to see what you do with it.